looked at a preliminary defense from the front headlock position, just stopping Guillotine as he tries to pull close guard. Let's just say he does get close guard. So let's just say from the front headlock position, my hands are monitoring. From here he wants to sit back. As he sits back, I just move to the other side, and then we're back into the same stuff. I find his shoulder, and I'm leaning on his head. But if we end up in a scenario whereby he has close guard, we need a pathway to go down. We just do it with my hips facing the bed, and then we can see what I'm doing. So let's just say from front headlock position, Sean sits back, pulls close guard, we end up here. So I'm turning my head as before. If I just keep my head facing the mat, Sean's just going to stretch me away. Guillotine's on. So watch, my hands are based. I want to have the confidence that I can defend this guillotine with head position and shoulder positioning. So I'm turning my head, okay, so I'm looking at him, and now I'm going to put my right shoulder into this grip and raise my left hip and lower my right hip, so I'm here. So if he tries to finish from there, he just doesn't have the angle. Okay, I'm very happy here. He's quite uncomfortable because I'm spiking him in his diaphragm with my right shoulder, and I'm also putting a lot of pressure on his grip because I've dropped my shoulder into the position. Let's take a look at that again. You just go from, ready, starting sinking, bro. Just go from this angle. So, as he snags me in the guillotine, I turn my head to look at him. Yeah. I try pull it up, and I turn my body. I spike him with my right shoulder. I have a raised left hip and a lower right hip. He tries to finish from there. I'm very, very comfortable. My hands are free, but I don't want to stay here. So watch, I walk up high, my knees are off the mat, and then I drop my knees to the mat, and this seesaw action of Sean's connected to me. As I drop my knees to the mat and sit up, he's coming up with me. Okay? My right arm is coming across his left shoulder, and I want to connect my right bicep to his left jugular. Now I put him down, and I just do that same movement again. My knees are off the mat, but I have a lower right hip and a raised left hip. And now from here, he'll either let go of the guillotine and start pushing to create space. It's called the Von Flute choke. Let's take a look at that again. So, from the front headlock position, he sits back, and I didn't get running around. He puts me in the close guard. First thing we're thinking about is a preliminary defense. My hands are on the mat. I turn my head to look at him, and then I spike him on my right shoulder in his diaphragm. I'm also putting pressure on his guillotine grip. I have a raised left hip and a lower right hip, which makes it a little bit more uncomfortable for him. But I'm not going to stay here. I walk up higher, and then I drop my knees to the mat, and because Sean's connected to me, he's coming up with me. And I posture with a straight back. Right arm comes over. If I can, I'll grab nearly onto his right armpit. I want that connection. The Von Flute's all about connection with my bicep to his jugular. So once I set him down again, I just do that same position again. My feet are up, and I'm going to drive in. Might take a while, but I'm comfortable, he's uncomfortable, and I'm not getting choked out. Let's look at the scenario whereby I don't have the connection here on this side, bro. If I don't have the connection with the Von Flute, sometimes I need to make a wedge and then free my head and come out the other side if I don't feel that submission's on. So he has me snagged, I was late, he puts me in close guard, I spike him with my shoulder, I get into that comfortable position, then I drop my knees to the mat and sit up. So I come over, but I didn't take the time to get snug with this grip. When I put him down, I get back into my Von Flute finishing position. I just feel there's no connection, okay? But I can't stay here indefinitely. So my left hand is going to make a grip at his wrist. Now I am going to use my hand. But just to make a wedge, I'm going to bring my left thigh to his right hamstring, and I'm going to bring my elbow on the inside, act as a wedge. And once I'm here now, between my left thigh and my left elbow, I'm going to create a wedge where I can prise open Sean's guard. Okay. Once I'm here though, I don't want to be passing to that side, so now from here I'm going to be walking as high as I can, trying to bring my hips over his, and as I walk back, I'm going to back step with my leg. Sometimes he might snag me in half guard. Yeah, perfect. So I'll bring my shin inside, and then I can use that as a wedge to free my leg. But the main thing is, I have freed, and I'm on the side that I want to be. Find the shoulder, lean inside. Let's just get one more angle on that. Just from the front headlock position, just you can see what I'm doing with my hands. So he pulls me into close guard. Nothing's really changed. I come up, I bring this over, I drop him down, but he didn't have the connection with the ball flew. So I find the grip, I walk my leg up, and I make that connection with my thigh against his hamstring, and I make a wedge with my elbow. Now it's all about pressing. This might take a while on the strong guy. Once I free that, I'm walking to the side I want to be. I'll also butt scoop my butt past his knee line, and then I can back step. Once I get out the preferred side, I'm going to find that shoulder, lean on his neck, and we're in the side control. So a couple of pathways there, if we're calling the close guard guillotine, whether we escape with the Von Flew or escape the position with Von Flew concepts.